walking apart for the list.
That does not good.
He's Justin Carter.
I'm just a cow.
And I'm Mike Hogan. And let's get started with the top 15 predictions of what WWE will look like in 2020.
2020. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Roman Reigns will leave wrestling.
2020? Really wait that long?
So many people say that WWE is trying to make Roman Reigns the next John Cena.
Yes, Vince is.
Which may be true, but that isn't what is going to happen. While Reigns will emerge as a main event superstar, he will be more akin to Batista than to John Cena.
Yeah, I can see it.
Around 2017, Reigns will be a multi-time, he already is, a 3-time champion if he wins Sunday, right?
If he wins.
If he wins Sunday. Around 2017, he'll be a multi-time
The
champion.
boyhood dream!
Has been recognized 3 times now.
No.
But will pursue other interests as his fame increases. Specifically, Roman will get into movies and television after only spending a few years headlining the business and will never look back, much like his cousin, The Rock, who will get him help to get into the business.
Because I know you showed the picture of what NXT looks like tonight.
Yes.
That person also had a picture of John Cena as a kid
Uh-huh.
and Roman Reigns as a kid.
Okay.
John Cena's holding that paper belt up. Roman Reigns holding a baseball bat. He's playing baseball. So that should tell you something.
Cares much.
No.
Well, he was into a lot of different sports.
No difference.
It wasn't into, his wrestling probably.
You don't have wrestling in the heart.
That's right. Cena is an exception to the rule in wrestling. How many guys have really been on the top of the business for over 5 years? As great as The Rock and Austin were, their runs on top didn't exceed 5 years.
No, it didn't.
Hogan was one, but do you really think Reigns is another Hogan?
No.
No. So the bold prediction is Reigns will headline WrestleMania 32, and we already know that. He's
Yes.
there.
Uh-huh.
And 33 before leaving the company by 2019.
Well, good. He won't be at WrestleMania in Atlanta.
Right. But he will be the headline at Orlando, which I want to go to.
All right, let's go and let's get back. Let's pick up the book.
Take the book. Take the book. We're getting the book
We're
out.
getting the storybook here. We're getting out, and this book is called Endings That Screwed Great WWE Storylines and What Should Have Happened.
Chapter 3, the anonymous general manager could not stand it. What happened from June 2010 to July 2011? The destinies of the WWE's Raw roster lay in the inbox of the anonymous general manager.
May I have your attention, please?
Yes, as I quote, the faceless GM would control the show through the use of email and utilizing Michael Cole as a spokesperson. While it sounds ridiculous on paper, there was a significant amount of intrigue in the identity of the mysterious general manager. And for over a year, fans debated what would happen when the mysterious Wizard of Raw would eventually be revealed. Don't look behind the curtain.
No, don't.
How it
or
ended.
the ring.
How it ended. Right. In one of the most anticlimactic reveals in the company's history, it was quietly revealed that the GM was none other than Hornswoggle. A classic, we're bored with this, so let's wrap it up moment for the WWE Creative if there ever was one.
So true.
How it should have ended. The gimmick could have been an easy way to debut a brand new character. It also could have been a great opportunity to reveal someone like The Rock or Chris Jericho as being behind it all the entire time. In fact, there were several people who could have been benefited from being revealed as a mysterious ruler, but seriously, Hornswoggle? And from what I originally understand, the original person that was going to be the whole time was Triple H.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better.
It would have been a lot. Where did we go? Oh,
Going down.
now we're going to predict the next 10 WWE champions.
And we're finishing up with this one.
We are finishing up with this one this week on episode 98. Get excited. Anyway.
Woo! Woo! Take over.
Takeover Dallas. Now.
The pre-show starts.
Number 2. Oh, yes. WWE says now. With Renee Young, Lita, and Mauro. However you say his name. Number 2.
That's not pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I say Jerry just calls him MR.
Really?
Yes, he calls him MR.
Number 2, Seth Rollins. Oh, there it is. WWE's got to say something to you, buddy. Seth Rollins on a Monday Night Raw episode. Apollo Crews, who was number 3,
Yes.
will reign as a dynamite. Whoa!
Holy crap.
That confused itself.
Sorry.
Crews will reign as a dominant champion into the autumn. I haven't heard that word in a long time. Who yours that use the word autumn? It's usually fall.
And spring.
Spring and summer and winter.
Not summer rain.
Okay. Of 2018.
Winter. You mean Paul Marshall's sister slash love interest?
Well, she was Winter in TNA. But it's seemingly, what is that word? Incoherent?
Conspicuous.
That is not that word.
I don't know.
Okay, so a non-title match against fellow babyface Roman Reigns on Raw will serve as a backdrop for a major storyline development. During the bout, Reigns will shockingly hit Cruz with a chair, turning heel for the first time in his singles career. Please have him before this.
Yes, I know, because we're up to like 19, ain't we? Or 20.
2018.
Oh, that's it still. Too long?
Woo!
No.
The referee will call for the bell, but the action won't be over. Seth Rollins' music will hit, and the three-time Money in the Bank winner, 3 times already. He only had it once so far, right?
Well, by that time, he'll be
Woo!
3 times.
Goodness gracious!
They love him.
He'll have to get the next 2. Wow, the 3-time Money in the Bank winner will head to the ring.
Well, we're in the autumn, so we're past Money in the Bank for 2018. So.
While Roman Reigns silently stares at him. Rollins will enter the ring and get nose-to-nose with Reigns, only for Dean Ambrose to run out for the crowd. Get in the ring. All 3 former Shield members will size each other up and then turn their attention to Apollo Crews.
Run, Apollo, run!
Right, exactly. Sending him to the mat with a triple powerbomb. Seth Rollins will then cash in his briefcase and win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. After his win, Rollins will join fists with Reigns and Ambrose, signaling that the Shield is once again a force in the WWE.
If that happens, all 3 would have been champion by now. That includes Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. Number 1 with a bullet, ladies and gentlemen, is Apollo Crews. Again.
So he takes it back.
WrestleMania 35. Woo! It's a long time away. Because where are we at? 32 right now. Oh my goodness. So from 32 to 35, you have 10 different champions. Some of them.
That's not too bad.
Some of them multi-time.
That's not too bad, though. That's
Apollo.
not like hot potato in the title. That's
True.
a good thing.
Apollo Crews will be determined to regain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, but the Shield will be standing in his way. He'll enter the Royal Rumble, but so will Reigns and Dean Ambrose. In the end, though, Apollo Crews will toss both of the Shield members out, finishing with the 2-time Royal Rumble winner, Reigns. Having captured his 2nd consecutive Royal Rumble victory,
Consecutive.
Apollo Crews will once again head into WrestleMania as the number 1 contender, so that's how he won his first one.
All right, yep.
Okay.
Beat John Cena.
There you go. This time, though, he'll have to contend with 3 foes heading into the event, all looking to take him out of action.
Of course.
Apollo Crews, with help from a face John Cena and Finn Balor, will stand up to the Shield, and Crews will make it to WrestleMania. You could have that at the...
That'd be a nice little fast lane.
Yeah, with roadblock, stuff like that, whatever. Anyway, so it's 6-man tag.
Yes.
Anywho, when it's one-on-one,
I'll take it that then you have Finn Balor taking on either Dean Ambrose and John Cena and Roman Reigns. That's 3 matches at WrestleMania 35 right there.
We've already booked your show right there.
3 total.
Crews will be able to go toe-to-toe with Rollins, but of course, Ambrose and Reigns will get involved. Cena and Balor will be indisposed. They're unclothed at this point. But Crews will avoid a spear, sending Reigns into Ambrose. He'll suplex a confused Reigns out of the ring, then finish Rollins off with a moonsault to claim the WWE World Heavyweight Championship once again.
And breaking the glass ceiling again.
Again, because, so supposedly African Americans cannot be the champion, even though it's happened with Ron Simmons, with The Rock, with...
But not WWE. Oh, The Rock.
The Rock was a WWE. Mark Henry, hello.
They're saying not the big one, though.
Oh, the World Heavyweight Championship is bigger belt than the WWE title was. The title was bigger.
They just want something. They want something to find to say. So, up next in the final part for part 4 of the list.
Yes, 13 biggest matches that you should have booked in the 80s, but didn't.
And we're back because we skip a week with this one. We might skip 2 weeks
Yes.
this time. We may have skipped 2 weeks.
We may have.
But we got Bret the Hitman Hart versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Would have been a great match. I love that match. It's main event at Indies.
Bret Hart, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Huge matchup.
Yeah.
These 2 were scheduled to wrestle each other at WrestleMania 2 before plans were changed. But that's before Bret was even a main event.
Yeah.
Bret
ended up in the Battle Royal. Getting tossed out by the Andre.
And Bret was a tag team wrestler at this point, so obviously Ricky...
And fat!
Yes, he was. And obviously at this point, Ricky would have decimated him.
Yes.
This could have been the first match to steal the show at WrestleMania instead of Steamboat versus Savage the next year. Although, with all due respect to Brett and Steamboat, it is impossible to predict their match would have been on par with WrestleMania 3, given Savage's star power and the red-hot feud the two had. But it at least could have set the precedent. With Steamboat departed the WWF in mid-'88, the two had a few years in which he and Brett could have been featured in a high-profile feud on WWF television, and their matches were sure to be classics as both men were motivated and excited at the prospect of working with each other. The two men did square off in a handful of times on house show circuits, including a match at the Boston Garden just a few weeks before WrestleMania 2 in March of '86. But nothing that would constitute a worthy program between the two. And also at the time, Brett was a heel, because the Hart Foundation was heels at this point. So that's the only time it would have made sense, because after that, even though, yes, Ricky did leave, you know, when Brett was at really his prime, he was a face, and so was Ricky Steamboat.
Yes. But still, hey, they can always fall that way.
But, I mean, they had some matches, so that, you know, that works. But that would have been a good one. That would have been a good match. But, I mean, at the same time, it would have been decent, but they would have looked at Brett just as a tag team guy, and they would have, you know, not really given him the time of day against a guy like Ricky Steamboat.
That's true. Well, that is it for this
Nothing
week.
Else or anything?
No.
Okay.
That's it for Top Rope episode 98. We're going to go and watch TakeOver and see if it stands up a head and shoulders above WrestleMania 32.
Probably.
Because Roman Reigns is winning there, but you know.
And this is not a predictable card. TakeOver. I mean, we know that Austin Aries should win his first match.
Nakamura and Aries should be the winners.
But
the other ones, I can't tell you.
But at the same time, we thought Sting should have won too.
Yeah, but that was
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know anymore. But Sami Zayn, I think, would do the job simply because he is on the main roster already. He's already on the main roster.
And he may be Intercontinental Champion come Sunday. So
exactly. And if Nakamura can beat Sami Zayn, then how does that make Nakamura look that he beat the future Intercontinental Champion?
That's right.
Thank you. Come on, y'all.
But come on back to episode 99. As we do ringside news, and nothing was going to happen. We'll go back over WrestleMania 32 and see what happened. We'll go back over results for NXT TakeOver.
And also, if we hear any news from any of the matches, any of the shows that went on around Dallas, we'll go over some of that.
Plus, who may show up on Raw come Monday.
Exactly. A lot of news will come on 99 because of what happens, because every Raw after WrestleMania is huge. Plus, part 2, we start with Starrcade.
I know. Look it up. It's on the network for $9.99.
Exactly. And then part 3.
It'll be round 3 of the March Macho Man tournament.
Exactly. So we're almost done with March Macho Madness. And then part 4, of course, the list.
It does not miss.
So, come back to episode 99 as we're one step closer.
Wow.
To episode 100.
That's amazing. Never thought I'd get this far.
It's huge.
We start off at number 1.
Number 1.
Well, I'm Mike Hogan as always.
And I am just a cop.
We'll see you this big Walking Dead and WrestleMania 32 weekend. When we talk about who got their head bashing if they give it away.
If they give it away.
Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week for 99.